Welcome back, everybody, to Crows of Judgment, and we do have some sad news and update to the story about Scott Cawthon and the doxing and harassment and death threats he received because apparently he donated a massive $2,500 to Trump. I actually have his statement pulled up right over here. And originally, I was just going to read through his statement, kind of talk about some of the sentiments I've seen on Twitter. But I saw this article from Kotaku. And Kotaku, I think, is well known for just being absolute trash. And I was reading through it, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, it's pretty much straight and to the point about everything. And then I got down to... what was it? I believe I got down to... Okay, right over here. Okay. I'm just going to read this this paragraph, okay? Cawthon recently came under fire after financial records showed that he had been making donations to controversial U.S. politicians, including former President Donald Trump and Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, for a number of years. Cawthon responded to the public backlash by reiterating his beliefs, while also claiming to have love for the LGBTQ plus members of his fan base, despite supporting powerful people who have done everything they can to harm them. You can feel the rage. But nah, in all seriousness, I was like, why is that in your article? I know why, because it's Kotaku. But I was sitting there going like, gosh, you know what? God damn it, Trump did everything he could to hurt the LGBTQ community. Like, when he worked with GRAs to end the public execution of homosexuals in other countries. Oh, damn you, Trump! But yeah, in all seriousness, fuck the writer for this article, Ian Walker. Fuck the other bitch who wrote the other article on this situation, too. They both bitches. But in all seriousness, let's talk about the statement from Scott. Before I say anything else, check out this awesome piece of fan art. Pretty amazing stuff, right? I mean, it's pretty cool. It was done by an 8-year-old, so, I mean, like, when I was 8, I couldn't do a stick figure. In fact, as a grown adult, my stick figures actually got worse, so... I'm just saying this 8-year-old can kick my ass. I've tried to answer as many letters. Oh, I have boxes and boxes of artwork like this from fans that I've saved over the years. I've tried to answer as many letters as I could, and I apologize to anyone that I missed somehow. Someday when I have a bigger living room, maybe I'll make a giant collage of all the fan art I've collected. Stuff like this has made it all worthwhile to me over the last 7 years. I've had a blessed, fulfilling, and rich career. I've been shown great kindness, and I've tried to show great kindness in return. I've tried to make some good games, let the debate ensue, and I've witnessed the creation of possibly the most creative and talented fan base on the planet. And, I mean, to be fair, even though I'm personally not a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, they do have a pretty massive community. And he has someone who's, like, not interested in playing the game. I see shit about FNAF everywhere. Right? Like, it's all over. And the community tends to be like a pretty nice community from what I've seen. And the people doing this to Scott, the people who doxed him and harassed him and made death threats towards his family, personally, I don't believe that is in any way a representation of the FNAF community at all. Just so I can make that clear to everybody watching. But here on the 7th anniversary of the first game's trailer, as I realized that I was in my mid-30s when I created the series, and now I'm approaching my mid-40s, I realized that I missed a lot of things that I got to focus on before FNAF became such a success. I miss making games for my kids. I miss doing it just for fun. I miss making RPGs even though I stink at it. All of this to say that I am retiring. I have been shown tremendous love and support over the last week, a lot of which has come from the LGBTQ community. The kind of shown to me has been surreal. And again, talking about like the things I've seen on Twitter, from people like giving their reactions to this, yes, of course you have the normal Twitter trash, but I've seen plenty of people saying like, look, I'm gay, I don't think he should be canceled over this. I saw one person going like, "Who cares if you donate to Trump? I support Biden," and this doesn't mean anything, right? But yeah, I think it's a shitty thing to see because you can clearly tell, just based on some of the statements I've seen from him, based on the way the community's reacting to a lot of this. He loved that community, and that community loved him. So seeing just some toxic and terrible people come in and destroy all of that, it's very disheartening. Is this the end of FNAF? No. This just means that someone else will eventually be running the show. Someone of my choosing and someone that I trust. We will have to wait and see how it all plays out, but an announcement will be made at some point. I have 6 kids now, Jesus. Although one of them is currently the size of a blueberry. I love them dearly. They are my whole world and my whole universe. I want to focus my attention on them, focus on protecting them, and spend my time making things for them. I only ask that my fan base respect my decision. I will still be around, just not in the capacity that I used to be. What a blessed career I've had, what wonderful people I've met, and what a tremendous blessing to have been able to know all of you. Thank you so much. See you on the flip side. So, good news. It's not like he was forced out of the company. He chose to retire. I personally don't blame him, right? When you're getting death threats and they're showing your home, and you've got a pregnant wife, he's got 5 other kids. Family comes first, right? And he's going to be choosing who comes in and replaces him. So it's not like it's just going to be some random person. We all have to worry that Five Nights at Freddy's will not stay true to its original vision or something of that nature. But still, I don't think that makes up for the fact that, again, you have somebody who is so involved in this, right? It's his baby. It's his community, right? And because he donated a grand sum of $2,500 to Donald Trump, that means that community can no longer associate with him. That he has to disassociate with that community. He can't be involved in the game anymore. And gosh dang it, how come he hasn't apologized to the malicious psychopaths sending death threats and posting his home address, right? And I do want to make another statement, because I did see one other thing on Twitter, and it was basically people saying that they hate Scott and he's a terrible person, but it's not like they're sending death threats, so that doesn't represent the people calling him out. And all I got to say to that is it absolutely fucking does, right? Because what I've seen is, well, it doesn't represent us, but fuck Scott. I'm like, I don't see you condemning the people sending death threats, to be clear. I've just seen you saying, well, I didn't do it, but also fuck Scott. So, yeah, no, I'm sorry. The psychopaths sending death threats towards him and his kids and his pregnant wife while showing his home address everywhere, while, cheering on this malicious behavior. That represents all of you. It represents the Kotaku writers who decided to talk about the situation without really bothering to mention the death threats he was receiving, because I would imagine that they must support it, given that they're trying their damnedest to pretend like it never fucking happened. It represents everyone in this cancel culture bullshit that's going on right now. I think that it is terrible for the FNAF community that they lose somebody who clearly loves them, clearly loves what's been built there, and they clearly love him back. And you just can't have that anymore because some nasty, malicious, vindictive, awful, terrible, and petty individuals are hiding behind gay people so that they can just be petty, vindictive, malicious assholes. Anyways, guys, you let me know what you think in the comments section. Obviously, I think that this sucks, but I don't disrespect Scott for doing this because, again, he has to put his family first. He absolutely has to put his family first. So, You sound off in the comments. I'll be reading them, and I'll go ahead and catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.